today's era, but everything is awesome when you're part of UITM.
Part of your journey is to be part of developing the nation, way that I always want to be, and that's to become an architect. I always want to become an architect when age of 7. What is a Malaysian architecture? In other words, architecture of kebangsaan.
You don't get inspired by just flicking through fashion magazines. You have to really feel the colors of life. It is actually being more present in your surroundings.
And this again is the first in the world.
Desire is who we are. In a world of access, what should we listen to? How to be more agile in today's era, but everything is awesome when you're part of UITM.
Part of your journey is to be part of developing the nation, way that I always want to be, and that's to become an architect. I always want to become an architect when age of 7. What is a Malaysian architecture? In other words, architecture of kebangsaan.
You don't get inspired by just flicking through fashion magazines. You have to really feel the colors of life. It is actually being more present in your surroundings.
And this again is the first in the world. And basically at this point of time, probably we have the biggest database of the whole genomes of the Orang Asli and Malay in the world.
Our driverless car is the brainchild of a number of faculties and specialists coming together to create an automotive wonder.
Reaching out to the people via mobile dental clinic has been our labor of love because we want to provide the best oral and dental hygiene care.
We made history.
Desire is who we are. In a world of access, what should we listen to? How to be more agile in today's era, but everything is awesome when you're part of UITM.
Part of your journey is to be part of developing the nation, way that I always want to be, and that's to become an architect. I always want to become an architect when age of 7. What is a Malaysian architecture? In other words, architecture of kebangsaan.
You don't get inspired by just flicking through fashion magazines. You have to really feel the colors of life. It is actually being more present in your surroundings.
And this again is the first in the world. And basically at this point of time, probably we have the biggest database of the whole genomes of the Orang Asli and Malay in the world.
Our driverless car is the brainchild of a number of faculties and specialists coming together to create an automotive wonder.
Reaching out to the people via mobile dental clinic has been our labor of love because we want to provide the best oral and dental hygiene care.
We made history as the first public university in Malaysia to deploy a nanosatellite into outer space.
When you think of the problem that we have now, what's next? And here is Grub Cycle.
Education is life, with knowledge and experience driving the transformation from the ordinary into something extraordinary. Everything is awesome when you're part of UITM. So be what you want to be, because you are the leader and you are the future. Be the best that you can be. Be the first. Be UITM.
Your life is your creation. With the thoughts you choose to think and the words you choose to say, including the actions you choose to take, are all within your control. You create the world around you, but who ensures what you create is right? You create your own reality, moment by moment. We come with good intentions to this earth, and we think we are doing our best. But because of lust and greed, we deviate from the right path, hiding the truth behind the mask. And the true witness of our action is often ignored. We believe we are creating the right future for our children. We believe we are passing on the right values to uphold. But we are not in control of how they continue to see and live in the world. This is the moment of truth. Do not choose the path of harm, because you cannot afford the price of regret. We have no other choice but to join hands and bond with the world, feel the heartbeat of nature as though we are one. Only then will you do what is right. Our survival is the survival of the world. It is time for us to teach as much as we have to learn. Let's rewrite the possibilities and repurpose our creations. At UITM, our passion is about exciting others to create a better world for the future. Be it finding novel solutions to everyday problems or everyday solutions to novel problems. Let them create a key to unlock the creativity within. Our goal has always been to help others help themselves. We are now reaching out even further into communities to make use of their wealth of knowledge to better themselves. For every move we make and action that we take, we make it count and we justify because everyone matters. We maximize the use of technology by rewriting the possibilities for purposes that go beyond what could be imagined. Our vision for the future would only be complete when we strike a balance in our actions and the harmony of our voices. It is the voice of tomorrow that will be heard for years to come. We believe it is time to repurpose our creations so together we can all continue to live into the future, assured that our children and our children's children will hold on to the values that we pass on to them. Because we are a university beyond books. These are the global goals, made in UITM, made for the world.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your kind attention, please? As we are about to begin, please be prepared and make sure your microphone devices are muted to avoid any interrupted during the session. My name is Nurul Akmal Abdul Rahim on behalf of Institute of Postgraduate Studies, also known as IPSIS. I would like to welcome all of you to this new Postgraduate Students Induction Day. It is our privilege to have you with us today. We are now ready to begin the proceedings of the event. We hope you will find the program we have lined up for you to be fruitful and engaging. For your information, the questions and answers will be held at the end of the session. Feel free to post your questions in the comment section at our YouTube channel. Without further ado, we are extremely honored to invite the Dean of Institute of Graduate Studies, or known as IPSIS, UITM, Prof. Insinyur Dr. Suhaina Hadi Zakaria, to deliver her opening remark. Over to you, Prof.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to all. It is my great pleasure to welcome all new postgraduate students for semester March 2022 to University Technology Mara. Making a decision to go beyond your first degree is an important milestone in your life. Therefore, I would like to thank you for choosing UITM to be part of this important journey of yours. This semester, we welcome about 1,500 new postgraduate students to UiTM. Some of you may be familiar with UiTM. Maybe you did your bachelor degree or master's degree in UiTM. So I would like to welcome back UiTM alumni, and there are also some of you who is totally new to UiTM. However, whichever route you came to be here, you have made the right choice in selecting UiTM. Your experience and also your success is important to us, and UiTM will provide a good ecosystem which will help you along your postgraduate life in the university. As you may already know, UiTM is the largest university in Malaysia. We have one main campus in Shah Alam and 12 branch campuses and also 22 satellite campuses. As shown in the slide here, you can see that we have campuses in each state in Peninsular Malaysia and also East Malaysia. And if you look at the success story of UiTM, we have 12 subject ranked in 2021 QS World University Rankings by subject. We have Hospitality and Leisure Management, second in Malaysia, in top 100. Petroleum Engineering, fourth in Malaysia, top 150. Architecture and Built Environment, 6th in Malaysia and top 200. Accounting and Finance, 5th in Malaysia and top 250. We also have Pharmacy and Pharmacology, Business and Management, and also Engineering and Medicine in the good ranking in the university rankings by subject. And if you look at the Asia's top 17%, we are among the Asia top 17%, which is over rank 108. So you are now at the right place. Therefore, you should have a right mindset. So changing your thinking from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. You no longer must say that you must never fail, but you must face challenges and take risks. You should be able to say, I don't know. Okay, you don't have to look smart all the time. And when people criticize you, you embrace the criticism if it is constructive and use it to improve. Do not bristle under all criticism. And it is not either you are talented or not, but you can learn anything that you set your mind to. And be inspired by successful people. Don't be intimidated by them. And it is not your natural abilities that can determine your success, but your work ethic determines your success. And please do not say, I give up, but let's always say, I persist. So you should be able to change the fixed mindset into a growth mindset. So how can you do that? So here I would like to share several strategies. One is organize. Okay, one of the advantage being a postgraduate student is that you have already experienced university life. You know what is expected based on previous experience. However, there are some differences if you compare between undergraduate and also postgraduate studies. So get organized, get familiar with all the process and procedures, academic regulations, academic calendar, and whatever that related to your studies, so that you always be prepared and you won't fall behind. And then you have many opportunities. You can deepen your knowledge, while at the same time also you can encounter new bodies of knowledge to which you are not exposed during your undergraduate studies. So make the most of your time wisely so that you could refine the skills that will elevate your personality and may open many opportunities when you graduate later. Beside new knowledge and also skills, you can also make new friends. Okay, UiTM has a melting pot where students come from a different part of the country or from the other country. So take this opportunity to get to know people who has different perspective and also interests, so that you can get a better understanding on the diversity which will prepare you for your career. And if you think you are lost or you seem lost, look back at your objective. Okay, your big why. why do you want to pursue these studies. Okay, I'm sure that if you look back at your intention, you can align, um, you can align back your route to success, and then persevere. If you have the right mindset, if you change into a growth mindset, you will persevere, and finally you will receive success. So during this briefing, there will be introduction to function of IPSIS and what kind of services and support that we can give to you. So make full use of this support that we can provide for all postgraduate students. Finally, I would like to congratulate all of you for securing your place in UiTM, and I wish you every success in your studies. Thank you very much.
Okay, over to you, Nurul.
Thank you, Prof. Zuhaina, for the warm opening speech. Without wasting our time, I will proceed to our next session, a briefing on the academic process and procedure by the Deputy Dean of IPSIS, Associate Professor Dr. Siti Farhaina Zakaria.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all members, new students, IPSIS staff, IPSIS management, and I would like to welcome all new UiTM postgraduate students and thank you for choosing UiTM as your destination to pursue your postgraduate study. So first of all, I would like to apologize if you if my voice is not very clear today, yeah, because I'm on my 4th day of quarantine due to COVID. So I was tested positive last Tuesday. So, but Alhamdulillah, as for on the 4th day, all the symptoms seems gone, inshallah. All right, so next slide, Zu. I would like to introduce our Chancellor, yeah, His Majesty Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong, King of Malaysia. For those who don't know that Yang di-Pertuan Agong is the King of Malaysia, Al-Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah. So this is our Chancellor, the only university that have the King of Malaysia as the Chancellor. Next, Zul. I would like to introduce our Vice Chancellor, Professor Datuk T.S. Dr. Roziah Muhammad Jano. Yeah, the first female Vice Chancellor for UiTM. Okay, next. And this is the IPSIS management team. If you have anything in regards of your study in your ITM, you can always contact one of us. We are led by Professor Insinyur Dr. Zuhaina Zakaria as the Dean and myself, Siti Farhaina Zakaria as the Deputy Dean. And Department of Research is led Associate Professor Dr. Aman Muhammad Ehsan. So if you have any issues, any query on the research, especially for those who enroll as research student, you can always contact Dr. Aman. Yeah, as we know, we have a system for appointment of supervisor, and then the research progress. So always, if you have any issues, please contact Dr. Aman. Yeah. So coursework department are led by TS Dr. Carol Safwan Muhammad. He also responsible for mixed mode program. So you can always contact him for coursework and also mixed mode regarding the mixed mode program. Yeah. Okay. Head of student resources is Dr. Siti Mazwana Shamsuddin. She is responsible for today's event and also responsible for seminars and any conferences for research, for postgraduate student in UiTM. Head of Strategic and Quality is led by Associate Professor Dr. Khalila Abdul Khalil. Head of Student Admission and Recruitment, led by Dr. Faiz Izwan Anwar. I believe that most of you recognize Dr. Faiz during your inquiries to enroll into your ITM. Yeah, and he did a lot of promotion, advising, recruitment for new students. And under Dr. Faiz, we have two coordinators for promotion and marketing is Dr. Hussein Hanibah. And for admission and enrollment is Dr. Zurina Ismail. For administration, we have Cik Asmiza Supar as the Senior Assistant Registrar for Academic Matters. And we have Puan Zuraini Muhammad Idris as the Senior Assistant Registrar for Administration. It is good to know Cik Asmiza and also Cik Puan Zuraini. If you have any academic matters, you may also contact Cik Asmiza. And for those who are applying for PTPTN, for example, for local student, yeah, you may contact Puan Zuraini if you have any question on regards the PTPTN. Okay, next, Zul. I would like to inform all of you that we are celebrating 25 years this year. Silver Jubilee for IPSIS, and inshallah we will have a dinner sometimes in August. So please do check our website, yeah, time to time, because we are posting activities towards the dinner in August. So please participate in any activities that are organized by IPSIS. And I was informed that inshallah in June, we will have a running event. And then after that, we will have a dinner in August. Okay, next, Zu. Okay, I believe that all of you have registered as a student in UiTM. Congratulations. And as an active student, yeah, you can see your status in SIMS, Student Information Management System. All right, so you are categorized by student type, program type, program level, and also your study mode. In UiTM, we have three major program type, which is research, coursework, and also mixed mode. Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, research are led by research programs are led by Dr. Aman. Coursework and mixed mode programs are led by Dr. Khairul. And we have 2 program level, which is Masters and PhD, and 2 type of study mode, full-time and part-time. But I believe for international student, all of you are registered as full-time student. Okay, next Zul. All right. So once you have registered, yeah, as a student, you have to log in into student portal. Yeah, this is the link. It should be activated automatically once you have registered as our student. Yeah. Next, Zul. What kind of information that you can get from student portal? First, you have to sign in using your student ID. Yeah. If you have any issues in signing on your student portal, please contact Asmiza. Yeah. Or you can also contact your head of postgraduate study at your faculty. So go to your faculty website to look on the person in charge of the postgraduate department in your faculty. And also, I would like to remind all students to declare the health status in COVID-19 screening daily. It is compulsory for all students to do this screening every day via student portal. All right, next. Okay, so how to get into saringan COVID-19 as a student? So you have to browse to COVID-19 declaration at the link on the screen, yeah. And then by using your student ID and your password, the same password as in your iStudent portal, you can log into the saringan COVID-19. Next, Zul. Okay, what other information that can you get from iStudent portal? Okay, this is where you can check the timetables. Yeah, you can check your bill, your student bill, and then if you have any academic application, yeah, or any appeal, so everything is done via iStudent portal. And if you are planning to apply for study leave, it is also done via student portal. The detail of academic application will be covered by both Dr. Aman and Dr. Khairul in the next session. I will just touch a little bit on the academic application and also academic calendar. So here you can see your student ID, your name, program, and please update your current mobile number and also your email. So it will be easier for us, yeah, to contact you, and also easier for the faculty to contact or to deliver any information to the student. Okay, next. Next, Zul. All right, this is a current semester academic calendar. As I mentioned earlier, this is a very important. Yeah, it is crucial for every student to pay attention on the date as stated in the academic calendar. Yeah, so the registration activities for new postgraduate student has been started from 7th of March until 27th of March. Yeah. And for returning a student, they can register until 15th of April. So for coursework and mixed mode student, as a new student, please make sure that you have registered for courses according to your study plan. Yeah. And look at the dates stated in the academic calendar. Go and discuss with your academic advisor at the faculty. Yeah. If you want to a contact for your head of postgraduate, you can also contact Mimi, yeah, Asmiza, for the person in charge in your faculty. All right. And then for research department, we don't have any classes that you have to register. But for new student, please make sure that you and register for IGS Research Skill Seminar, and also for TIE Square for PhD student, because it is a compulsory seminar for you to sit before you can sit for defend research proposal. Yeah, as stated in number 8, we have the date of virtual seminars. So please do register for all these seminars before you sit for the RP session. Okay, next, Zu. Next, Zu. Okay, I have mentioned about the registration for research coursework and mixed mode. Online registration for returning student until 15 April. Coursework and mixed mode student online course registration from 23rd March to 15 April. Please do register courses, yeah, for coursework and mixed mode student. Otherwise, you will you will get a GT status, a Google Taraf as a student if you don't don't register for subjects. Yeah, in UITM subject we call it as course. Yeah, so online course registration is online subject registration. Please please make sure that you register for subjects as according as per your program or study plan. Okay, and also for coursework and mixed mode student, you have to validate the registration registered course. So subject that you have registered, you have to validate it, yeah, before you can sit for final examination. So as stated in the academic calendar just now, if you think that after you register one course, for example, for one subject, for example, and you decided to drop the subject, you want to carry forward that particular subject to the next semester. So you can always do subject drop or course drop, yeah, during the stipulated time stated in the academic calendar. So you can download academic calendar from HEA website, and inshallah you can also download the academic calendar in via IPSIS website. Okay, next. Okay, this is also important. The last date payment of tuition fees is on April 18. You please make tuition fees payment, yeah, before 18th of April to avoid any issues relating to your study in UiTM. If you did not pay the tuition fees within this date, yeah, you will get a GT status, Google Taraf. Therefore, you cannot attend classes. You are not allowed to use any facilities in UiTM. Okay, you cannot go to the lab because your status is not as an active student. Once you get a GT status as a Google Taraf status in your SIMS, yeah, you are not active student. So please make sure that pay the tuition fee before 18th of April. Next, Zu. All right. So we also have a staggered payment scheme. Yeah. So student can apply online for staggered payment application. Yeah, from 7 March to 10 of April. So we will email the result, the status of your application by 11 of April, and you can pay the tuition fee 3 times, yeah, staggered. First staggered is 18th of April. Second payment can be made in 16 May, and third payment can be made on 27 August 2022. So if you have financial difficulties, please apply for staggered payment scheme online. Yeah, you can always scan the QR code to get more information on this. Okay, next, Zu. All right, for returning student registration for coursework, as I mentioned earlier, you have to do via student portal. Go to the UFuture and then register online all the subject based on your study plan, and also you can generate bill based on number of subject that you register for this semester. So if you take more subject, the bill will be more, and if you take less subject, the bill will be lower. But please discuss with your academic advisor, yeah, at the faculty if you want to take less subject when compared to your study plan. Okay, next. Okay, research student, it is the same. Log in into your iStudent portal and register using UFuture. Okay, next, Zu. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, the academic application, some can be done via online, and but most of the academic application, you have to fill up form, yeah, and we will you can download the form from IPSI's website. So as an active student in UiTM, these are the academic application that you can apply or appeal during your study. Yeah. So you can check if you want to change campus, mode of program, or even you want to change a program or faculty, you can do so once during the duration of your study, only once, yeah. So local student can change their mode of study from part-time to full-time or vice versa. But for international student, you cannot change your mode of study. It has to be a full-time mode, yeah. CK or TG. This is especially due to health issue. So this can be done online. The link is available on IPSIS website. And TG, suspension from study, you can apply for TG other than health related issues. So if you have any financial issues, for example, you can take a break from this study. MD is withdrawal of studies. You still can withdraw your study from your ITM. We will refund 70%, if I'm not mistaken, of your tuition fees if you have paid your tuition fees if the withdrawal form are submitted within 28 days from the day of registration. And the RP is a defense of a research proposal for a research student, and they are compulsory seminars that you have to sit before you are entitled to sit for defend a research proposal. So for master's student, this is for research student. For masters, you have to fulfill and sit and pass IGS research skill. As I mentioned earlier, please do register for this seminar. And for PhD student, for PhD research student, you have to sit for IGS research skill seminar and also TIE Square. At the end of the TIE Square, you will have to present a project. So once you pass these two seminars, then you can sit for defense of research proposal. Okay, so this is all the rayuan. If you need to continue or extend your duration of study, but I hope for this batch, we won't see any rayuan for extension. Please do finish your study on time so that you don't have to go all this appeal. Conversion from master to PhD research program. So for those who enroll into master's program, you can convert your study from master to PhD. We have all the criteria, and the assessment for this conversion. I believe that Dr. Aman will cover on that. And appeal from dismissal from study. If you receive any dismissed status, for example, for coursework program, if you get below 2.67 for your CGPA in your first semester, you will get a D1 status, dismissed status. For those who get D1, you cannot appeal. So please make sure that your score, your GPA is higher than 2.67 to avoid D1 status. Okay, next, Zu. Alright, so I would like to wish selamat menyambut Ramadan Al-Mubarak to all students, to all new students, and to all participants for today's session. Okay, next. So I believe that is all from me. Thank you. And as a closing note, I would like to say that you can do anything you put your mind to, and as mentioned by Dekan just now, be inspired by successful people. With that, thank you and selamat menyambut Ramadan. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Dr. Siti Farhana, for the meaningful information according to academic process and procedure. To our viewers, we will have Q&A session at the end of this session, yeah? You can leave your questions in the comment section at our YouTube channel and we will raise up later. So for the next topic, let's hear from Head of Research, IPSIS, Associate Professor Dr. Aman Muhammad Ihsan Mahmud, who will give briefing about the research program. Okay, Doctor, over to you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all new students. Welcome to UITM. Can you see my screen? Can you see my my face, my video?
Yes, Dr. Aman.
Yeah, because I couldn't, actually, yeah, right.
Accept you as the co-host.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much to Nuro as our host for today's sessions, and as well to the organizer led by Dr. Siti Mazwana. Thank you for organizing this induction days event so that we can have two-way communications. We can have we can brief you about the system that we have in UITM. Previously, Professor IR Dr. Zohaina have given you welcoming speech. Huh? Oh, slideshow has given you the welcoming speech, and then as well, Dr. Siti Farhana has given you an overview, an inside view of the academic rules and regulations with regards to the general for the coursework, for the research, and as well for the mixed mode program. So there are three types of the program that we have in UITM for the two levels, for the master and for the PhD level. So my full name is Aman Muhammad Ihsan bin Mahmud. So as been differentiated by Dr. Siti Farhana, that we have three types of the program. So I'm head for the postgraduate by research program for the master and for the PhD. So this is about the presentation outline for my presentation outline today. Just a little bit about the introduction, and then after that we will go to the ecosystem that we have for postgraduate research, and then a little bit about the supervision. It's not that too detailed, and then the next hurdle that you're going to have is for your DRP. And then maybe in the next 1 year or 2 years, or maybe 3 years, you're going to, after you collect all the data, after you write up all your thesis, then you are going to submit your thesis. Then what is the thesis submission requirement? And then after that, there will be a viva voce. What it is expected in the viva voce? What is the committee for the viva voce, who will be appointed as the examiner for your thesis, and then how the assessment will be conducted throughout the thesis thesis report. Yeah, then the student going to have to respond to all the assessment, to all the comments that has been given by the examiner. And then finally, we're going to have the thesis result and endorsement and awards. So all of this is actually part of the ecosystem that you have in postgraduate research UITM. Okay, let's look on the introduction. This is the about the research unit in IPSIS, in Institute of the Postgraduate Studies. So led by me and then being assisted by Cik Mimi Cik Asmiza Supar, our senior assistant registrar, because she is responsible for the academic. Then also some part of the processes will be taken care by Cik Mimi as well. But my right hand man is actually Madam Haslina Ramli. She is a senior executive officer. And then we've been assisted by 3 clerk, led by the senior clerk for the record, Madam Julia Mispa, and then Miss Yusaila Yaakob for the academic status. And then with regards to the student supervisors appointment system that we have, which is we are using UP track system. So Mr. Saiful Anwar Ramli is responsible to operate the system. So if you have any problem with regards to the supervisor appointment, with regards to the DRP process and procedures, if you have found any technical issues, any technical difficulties, then you can contact, you can communicate, you can email to Mr. Saiful Anwar. So all the emails for my staff are given in this slide. So whether you can print screen, or maybe after this I will convert my document, my presentation today, and then convert it into PDF, and I will give to Dr. Siti Mazwana, and then she will pass to you. I don't know how that she's going to pass to you, maybe put in the Google Drive or something like that. Then, so that can be your reference in the future. So all that, the presentation that I have today is actually a simplified for the overall process and procedure that we have in UiTM for the postgraduate research. Okay, so then we have for the postgraduate ecosystem for the postgraduate bar research. So you have gone through the first hurdle, which is the application and registration, and then you have successfully registered as officially as a master or PhD student in UiTM. Now your next step is that the appointment of the supervisor. So the supervisor has to be appointed before you do the your research proposal, before you write, before you refine. I believe that most of you guys here have done your research, your prior research proposal. That is a dry research proposal. Then we have to refine, we have to ensure, we have to make it in a clear directive, make it in the right way on the proposal writing. So your supervisor is responsible for you to assist you, to help you to write a high quality research proposal before you can do the defense of the research proposal. And as well, there will be several requirements before you do the research proposal. Then after that, you do the data collection, and then you write the thesis. Then there will be a time that you're going to have a notice of intention to submit the thesis. Then the faculty or the university will appoint the examiner. Then you will do the thesis submission for the viva voce, and then assessment by the examiner. Then you will come for the viva voce. You do the thesis correction, format checking, and endorsement of your result. So if we put this into a timeline from that ecosystem that we have, all the processes for each of the academic progress that you're going to have in the future, and if we put table it in the successful timeline for the GOT, so this is what you're going to have. Yeah. So the master by research student, your GOT timeline is 24 months or 2 years for all the programs, except for the medicines, dentistry, and faculty of built environment. So those letter mentions faculties. The GOT time for master program 3 years. Then for the PhD program, the GOT timelines is 4 years for all the faculties. But for the medicines, for the dentistry, and for the Faculty of Built Environment, the GOT durations are 5 years. So if you put together all that duration and then do that into of the reverse way, you will define where will be your milestone in terms of the academic management. Of course, that is another one that you're going to have for your research management, your timeline for research management. You will break up all your research objective into the research methodologies and as well research activities. So that will be your timeline for your research activities. So your research activities must as well fulfill into your timeline GOT. So if you're going to manage your research management into your the whole of your study plan in the coming years, then you have to consider the timeline that we have given to you, where the next milestone that you're going to have is to do the DRP. The requirement to do the DRP is 6 months for the master full-time student, 12 months for the PhD, 12 months for the full-time PhD student, and then 12 months for the master part-time student, and 80 months PhD part-time student. Then you are also, if you are registered as a master or master by research student, you are entitled to apply for the conversions from master degree to PhD degree. So with a few requirements that you have to fulfill. And then after you have done the DRP, if it is required, you have to do the ethics approval. So mostly the ethics approval requirement cover for the student who are doing their research with interactions of the humans or with regards to the life, for example, animals animal involvement in the experimentation work. So you have to apply, you have to consult with your supervisor whether you are required to do the ethics approval or not. Then you do your research work, then write the thesis. Then after that, you have to plan for your thesis submission, and then when you are going to have your Senate letter. So this Senate letter is actually to verify, to confirm, to approve, to endorse that you are already graduated student. So if you are a sponsored student, this timeline is very useful for you to plan and give it to your sponsor. All right. The next one is that you are going to have for the supervisor nomination that we are using the UP track system. So if you are registered as the research student, I suggest you to scan this barcode. Then the system that we have, this UP track, is capable to do the following, is supposed to do the following 5 functions of the processes, as you recall from the previous slide. So this one, that the next milestone that you're going to have is that the nomination of the supervisor. So from these 5, the first one that you have to do, and then after you have nominated the supervisor, the faculty will do all the necessaries. Then after the supervisor nomination has been approved by the faculty, then you have to do the DRP. So the DRP process also can be done through the UP-track system. Then we have the examiner, nomination and approval. Then thesis evaluation and as well the research progress monitoring. So this is a governance. Just highlight to you, once you have registered in UITM, then you have to know where your academic application will be approved, and then how to submit your academic applications. So these academic applications, such as the application for changes of the program, the application of the deferment, application of special leave, application for the changes of the faculty, changes of the program. So all of this that we call as the academic application. So all of the academic application will be approved by the committee. So the committee is under the faculty, under the management of the faculty, and will be secretariated by the Center for Postgraduate Studies of the faculty or the college. Then if you do that kind of application, then this committee, for example, on the left, on the right side committee, Jawatan Kuasa Kecil Akademik Pengajian Siswaza are the responsible committee for all of those applications that have you done. And on the left side, where you see the IPSIS, so that we have our role in the system whereby for your appeal of the applications. Yeah, so when you have some difficulties, some of the hurdles during your studies, then we are on the check and balance for the committee that we have in the faculties and in the college, and then the further approval for the appeal is required to be presented into the what we call as the JKIPA, Jawatan Kuasa committee for the centralized assessment for the university. Okay, so this is the committee members. I'm not going to go detail for that. So this is the relevant system that related to the postgraduate students, that whereby we have the student information management system, but maybe more toward the to the staff, and then we have as well the expertise. So I believe that the next hurdle that you're going to have is the appointment of the supervisor. Yeah, the appointment of the supervisor will be done through the UP-track system. So the processes that you're going to have in the UP-track system is started from the student nomination for the supervisor. So the blockchain here that the student has to go to the system, and then yeah, this is this barcode. You can scan this barcode and then go to the UP-track system. Okay, it will direct you to that system, and then the process will begin there, where if you don't have any contact, have you not contacted any supervisor, if you have no ideas about who can become as your supervisor, you can do two things. Yeah, first, you can communicate with your head of the postgraduate study in the faculty or the college, or you can go directly to the expert. You can scan through this barcode and it will direct you to the expert UITM. So in the expert UITM, what you are going to have is actually the list of the expertise that we are available in UITM, and then you can browse, you can go, you can find the expert that in the same research area as you are enrolled, you are doing your research. You go to on the top up, on the right top, where you have three lines, yeah, and then you click the UITM expert. Okay, you click on the UITM expert and you will see list of directory expertise, DOE, and then after that there will be divisions, And then you can click each division. If you are looking on the environment, you click on the environment perspective. And then if let's say that you are doing on the oceans research, then you click on the division environment, and then you look on the environmental management and other aspects. Okay, that's for example. And then after that, your nomination, after you find the potential supervisor, then you can communicate with that supervisor prior you do the nomination in the system. Then after that, the supervisor will respond to your nomination, whether the supervisor can accept or to reject the nomination. If the research work requires to have the external research collaboration, you can have as well to add external supervisor. How to add that external supervisor? You can invite them to join our system, to join UP-Track system. As for your information, the UP-Track system is integrating with several systems in UITM. For example, the student information management systems, then the staff information management systems. Then you have as well with the research management system that we call as the Prime, whereby we have sorted out, we have a database for the publication of our academic staff, and then as well with the research management system, where we have the database for the research work that has been done by the academic staff. So all of these systems are integrated, and we collect all this data directly. So they will be they will be put together, collect together into their supervisor personal information. Then, if you have this external supervisor to be nominated as your supervisor, you have to invite them by the UP-Track system. You just put the email and their full name, and then the system will invite that external supervisor. Then once the supervisor has, the candidate of the supervisor has been in the system, then you can add after they has enrolled into our system. Prior to that, you cannot add. Yeah, but if the potential co-supervisor is already in the system, then you can directly add from the UP-Track. And then after that, the moderator will check, will validate the appointment. Then the KPPS will support. Then after that, by the committee, JCATS and JAF committee. Your nomination for the supervisor will be approved, or will be what we say that will be officially approved after the JAF approval. The appointment letter will be sent to your supervisor. Then they can, the supervisor can just download the appointment letter from the UP-Track system. So we have this UP-Track system will ease, and as well the student can view the progress of your supervisor nomination, and as well the progress for your DRP in the future. If you have, if you are going to do the DRP coming, then you can, you can monitor the progress of each step that has been taken. Okay, so the progress, as you can see here: nominate, agree, validate, support, confirm, approve, endorse. So that are the keywords for each blockchain of the process. So we put that back in mind. You have that progress monitoring on your screen. Then you will know where is your appointment of the supervisor is in the progress. Okay, this is a criteria for the supervisor nomination. You can read after this. The most important thing here is that the supervisor not be as according to this requirement. It can be for the master student, it can be PhD degree, or at least 5 years experience in teaching or research if the potential supervisor has not obtained a PhD degree. And if you are enrolled for the PhD, it has at least 2 years experience after the graduation of PhD. Sorry, there should be one more criteria, which is has graduated, has supervised the master or PhD student until completion. Put in mind that there is one more criteria here for the PhD main supervisor. Okay, then the co-supervisor, it can be from UITM staff or it can be from the other institution, as I has mentioned before, that can be categorized as external supervisor. Changing a supervisor is allowed, but there should be a strong justification. And this is very important. This is very important for you, that the research progress has to be submitted every semester. The DRP, this is the processes for the DRP and the responsible for each particular process. I mean, each stakeholders in the DRP process. Students, what is the role of the student? What is the role of the supervisor? What is the role of the head for the postgraduate studies? And then panel of assessors, chairperson, and then as well the committee. So all the roles here, like for example, for the student, prior to the DRP, you have to attend these 2 courses for PhD and 1 course for the master student, which is the IPSIS RSS series. It's not course, actually, it's a seminar. It's 2.5-day seminar. For task square is a 4-day seminar. And the refinement of the research proposal. And make sure that the similarity in that has to be less than 30%. So the result of the RP is given by these categories, category 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Category 1 is accepted without amendment. Category 2, 80 to 89, accepted with minimal amendment. And the correction must be verified by the supervisor. Result 3, accepted with minimum amendment, but it has to be verified by the RP panels and must be submitted within 1 month. The major amendment, you have to do resubmission, and the amended proposal will represent to the RP panel. And category 5, your proposal will be rejected, and then you have to, make a new proposal. All right. Then after that, we have a thesis submission. So this is all the processes that we involve in the thesis submission process, which is before the viva, during the viva, either post viva, and then until the endorsement of the result. Okay. You have to do the intention to submit the thesis. This is a criteria for the thesis examiner. This is a measure. What is a role? This is a criteria for the thesis examiner, for the master and PhD student. Okay, later on you can read, you can go through, you can flip the slide that have been given to you later on. Okay, the main thing here as well, the role of the examiner is to maintain the integrity and to check whether you have a substantial quality to be endorsed as the master or as the doctorate level. So the role of the student, you have to come for the viva voce and then demonstrate your competency level. So this is what the key point that going to be looked by the examiners. So we believe that you can answer all the questions that have been issued by the examiner, because you are the driver for the research, and then you write the thesis. It is your original work, so there is no issue for you to answer all the question or the justification. So the PhD, the research, master by research work is actually for you to explore the knowledge by doing this self-learning with the minimum guidance by your supervisor. And then this is the duration, our timeline required, yeah, and this is the publication requirement. So for all master students by research, prior your thesis submission, please make sure that you have done the publication, which at least the publication has been accepted as main author. And for the PhD student, you have to ensure that you have 2 index publication, which at least one of that publication has been published as main author. For those 2 publications, you have to be enrolled as main author. So the index publication that we accept are Scopus, WOS, ERA, and MySite. They are also listed of the journals that be recognized by the faculty, that you can refer to the appendices in the thesis submission form. The publication means that it can be proceeding, it can be journal, it can be chapter in book, it can be book. The publication means that proceeding, if you submit for the conference, and then that conference proceeding are going to be indexed in Scopus, WOS, ERA, or MySite, that can be accepted. Proceedings, journals, chapter in book, book. Okay, so there are 4 types of the publications. Okay, and then finally you're going to have a viva voce, examination for the viva, panel of viva, student present, Q&A session. So this is the sequence that you're going to have in the viva voce. Okay, the committee that involved in the viva voce, the examiner are 2. One of the examiner is external examiner, and another one is the internal examiner. Internal examiner means the examiner is from UiTM. External examiner is outside of UiTM. Then there will be a minute taker, and then your supervisor will be invited as an observer, and the supervisor cannot interrupt unless otherwise being called to answer any or to make clear some things. Okay, the result of the viva are given according to rank 1, 2, 3, 3A, 3B, and rank 4. Rank 1 accepted without correction, rank 2 minor correction, major correction without reviva, major correction with reviva, and then rank 4 is very nominal, happen in Malaysia, in UiTM. But there are cases, yeah, but it's very, very minimal. Okay, this is endorsement, and this is result in endorsement, and also the award. This is what we have. After you do the correction, submit it accordingly as given in the stipulated time. Then if you capable, for example, yeah, this is for the coursework Anugerah Sarjana Cemerlang, but for the postgraduate by research student, you are entitled from number 2 until number 6. GOT award will be given to all the GOT student, ABC for the research student, MTDC research and the mixed mode student, MTDC books award, then ASC and AKCTC award. So MTDC Books Prize Award, there will be 1,500 ringgit monetary reward. Then ASCTC 7,500 monetary reward. AKCTC 8,500 reward. So if you are targeting to get this or reward, make sure that you are graduated with GOT, with the stipulated timeline that has been given in the previous slide. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's all for the presentation. So this is a picture that I would like for you to put in your mind. So this is a picture of successful of our PhD graduates, that we have the hooding ceremony a day before of the convocation. So this hooding ceremony is to celebrate, is to recognize the work, your research work during your PhD time. So your supervisor will come and then will put the hooding on your will say that we recognize you as a researcher, as the officially as a recognized researcher, that you can do your research independently. And then it also will be celebrated with the top management of UITF. So later on we can have the Q&A session. Okay, I think that's all. I will pass to you to Madam Nurul. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Aman. It was a very precise and relevant presentation. I am sure all of us in this room relate to each and every word that you mentioned. Thank you for sharing, Doctor. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our next speaker. Please welcome the head of coursework, IPSIS Technologies, Dr. Khairul Safwan Muhammad, to deliver the briefing on the coursework program. Okay, Dr. Khairul, you may begin now.
Okay, before that, can you guys see my slides?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Faiz. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Okay, now is the briefing for new student, which is I will focus on the coursework and mixed mode program. But before that, I would like to welcome all new students to the ITM. A little bit background of the coursework and mixed mode unit, which is we only have 4 full-time staff, which is dedicated to coursework and mixed mode unit. So it's heading by me, Dr. Safwan Muhammad, and then assisted by Miss Asmiza, this senior AR, and then our executive officer, Puan Ainis Idayu, and our clerk, Natasha Nadia, and Abu Bakar. Okay, my presentation outline, we will start with registration, fees, student status, and then we proceed with application, academic application, program structure, assessment, examination, then what are the awards that you can get, and then the disciplinary action, as well. Lastly is the appeal. Okay. We go to the registration, which is in registration for especially for coursework and mixed mode student. Student must register for courses according to their study plan. Okay, either doesn't matter whether you're part-time or full-time. So the registration must be done within the stipulated time, as mentioned by Dr. Siti Pahana previously in the all the dates there in the calendars. And then this is quite a crucial part, especially for the coursework and mixed mode student. If you're not registered, your subject will be given a GT status, will be dismissed. Yes, sorry. Will be given a GT status. So next, once you have registered the courses and later on you decide to add or drop more courses. So add and drop of courses must be done within the stipulated time, already mentioned in the calendar. So you need to have your postgraduate academic calendar. You just print it out and then put it in your laptop or wherever you can see easily. Okay, because coursework and mixed mode you need to follow and to know when is the deadline of each process. Okay, next is the credit transfer. I would like to highlight this because this is the only thing that you need to do in semester 1, in the first semester. If you apply for a credit transfer in second semester onward, your application for credit transfer will not be processed. Okay, so what are the criteria for credit transfer? You only can do the credit transfer horizontally, which means if you have done a similar subject, do you think that is similar subject in your degree, bachelor degree, and then you think that you want to apply for a transfer credit in your master program, that cannot be done. That is considered as a vertical credit transfer. So horizontal credit transfer, if you already have a master program or master degree, and then you want to transfer the credit that you have learned and you have earned in the previous master degree to the new master degree program, that can be done. That is considered as horizontal. Okay, the minimum grade that can be considered is B, okay, because lower than B there will be fail lah. It cannot be considered for credit transfer. The student may apply for credit transfer unit from the course that are equivalent to the respective courses in UiTM or other universities. So the credit transfer course must have at least 80%. So if it is less than 80% or equivalent, it cannot be considered for credit transfer. So who going to decide this 80% equivalent is your faculty. So you need to submit your application to the faculty, and then the faculty will decide whether that the courses whether the courses can be the credit can be transferred or not by assessing the equivalent of the content, which is more than 80%. Okay, students who have failed or did not graduate or dismissed from postgraduate program in UiTM or other university will not be considered for credit transfer. For example, you have done a master in other university, but you are not finished. You not graduate in that master program. You only finished. You managed to finish for one semester. So that cannot be considered for credit transfer. Okay. So the application for credit transfer shall be made once throughout the duration of study during the first semester only. So again, I want to highlight it during the first semester only. So you need to fill out the credit transfer form. Okay, the credit transfer application must be forwarded to the postgraduate office. Okay, so how many subjects or how many credit that you can apply for transfer? So here the maximum credit transfer shall not be more than 30%. So for master program, the minimum credit hours is 40 credit hour for you to be confer a master degree. So for 40 credit hour to 30% of the 40 credit hour, there will be 12 credit hour. That is the maximum that you can apply for credit transfer. So for 30%, it might be maximum about three subjects, 3 courses. And then next is the fees. Okay. Everything is come with the fees because it involves the processes. So what are the fees that normally that we need to pay? First one, of course, the tuition fees. Okay. And then fees for repeating costs. So if you are a very good student, so you only need to think about the tuition fees. Okay. Not as a good student. You have later on, if you just follow the study plan, you do not do any changes in the semester. So you only need to think about the tuition fees, okay? Because the other fees, this is for repeating costs. This, for example, you fail the course and then you need to retake the course for next semester. You need to pay the cost, and then if you think that later on you want to add or drop courses, so for that you still need to pay. There is a fee for the add and drop courses. Later on, if you want to change a program from one program to another program, or you want to change campus from Shah Alam to other campus in Malaysia, or you want to change your mode of study from part-time to full-time, so there's a fee for that as well. And then there's a fee for special leave or deferment. Especially we call as CK, CPHAS, and deferment of academic semester we call as Tangguh, PG. So there's a fee for that, 50 ringgit for CK and 50 ringgit for deferment. And then there's also fees for remarking, final examination, final assessment, thesis, and dissertation. So if you want to, for example, you already reach your, this is continuation of study. If, for example, you've been given a GT status, and then you want to reactivate the GT status, so there will be a fees for that. And if you already at the end of your semester and you are beyond your duration of study, so you want to apply for extension of duration of study, so you need also to pay for the fee for that application. Okay, so everything, all process normally there's a fees or charges for the process. The next is the student status. So retaining the student status is retained if the student registration and course registration, these two critical things need to be duly paid. Okay, so student registration, course registration, you need to pay for tuition fees. So if you are fail to do this, fail to retain your student status will be revoked. Okay, once your student status is revoked, there's a lot of things that you cannot do. Okay, for example, you cannot attend class, you cannot participate in any university's activities, or you cannot use any university's facilities, sit for examination. You cannot obtain your result, or for international student, you cannot even renew your visa. So please ensure that you retain your student status by register but register your course and pay the tuition fees. So all that thing is all the date, the important date has been mentioned by Dr. Hana, and then you need to refer to the calendar. Okay, for academic application, there's a leave, or you can defer as well. So for a special leave, you can apply a special leave when it is related to your own health reason. If other than own health reason, you can apply for a deferment for academic semester. For example, your parent is sick, your kid is sick, so you need to apply for a deferment of academic semester. If yourself is sick, you can apply for special leave. So how many times that you can apply for deferment? 2 times for master and 4 times for PhD throughout the duration of study. And then you can also change mode of study twice during the throughout the duration of study, and you can also change your campus once throughout the duration of study. Okay, in academic program, there is a coursework, mixed mode, and research. So I will focus on the coursework and mixed mode. So coursework means it is less than 50% research component, and for mixed mode, there will be more than 50% research component. So there will be 3 ratios normally, which is 50-50, 40-60, and 30-70 ratio. So it depends. Some program have 50-50 and some other program 30-70. So that means 70% research component in the mixed mode program. That means there will be more credit hours in the thesis or something related to research component. So 30% is coursework component, which means about 12 credit hours for the whole program. 12 credit hour for the coursework component. So next is the type of courses that you have. There is core courses, which is a compulsory courses that you need to take. You need to take according to the study plan. And then there is elective courses. Where elective courses, normally there are a few courses that you can choose. For example, for semester 2, there is you need to take 2 elective courses. Normally they offer more than 2, so you can choose what other courses that you like. But that elective courses is compulsory as well. So, and then there are also audit courses. So audit courses is the course that you can take, which is not in your study plan. For example, you're interested in courses that are out of your study plan. So you can request that by filling in the audit courses application form and then submit it to the faculty. Then faculty will decide whether you are allowed to take the audit courses or not. And then if the faculty is allowed, that means the subject, the audit courses that you take will be appear in your transcript. Okay. And then there is a course with grade and there's a course without grade. Course with grade is the one that you have a B, C, A plus, like that. And course without courses is whether you will be given grade of pass or fail. So next is the assessment. In coursework, for coursework, there is a continuous assessment, there is a final assessment or final examination. And then for project or research assessment, there will be project monitoring and evaluation, and project report presentation or prospectus or thesis that is involved in writing, submission, as well as examination. Okay. At the end of semester, all of you need to go to the examination. So the examination results can be, there's a lot of status lah in the examination result. But for the course grading, there mentioned previously, which is course with grade and course with pass or fail, which is without grade. And there is also a probation status, which is P1 and P2. You get P1 if your CGPA is less than 3.0 and higher than 2.67. So if you're in between that, you'll be given P1 status. And then next semester, if you still your CGPA is still below 2.98 and more than 2.67, you'll be given probation number 2 as well as B3, status B3. So you need to apply for if your CGPA is 2.98 and above, you can be considered for to continue study. And then repeat courses is you can repeat for 3 times lah. So you get X1 for the first time, and second time X2 and X3. For X3 you'll be dismissed lah. So for course status, ES and UD, will be given for the audit courses. ES is you not fulfill the audit courses requirement, and if you fulfill all the audit courses requirement, will be given status UD. If you fail, it will be GA, LU is pass. If you apply for credit transfer or credit exemption, will be stated in the transcript whether PK or PC, and TL is incomplete, and UD is dead. Okay, and other status that you need to aware is the XX, YY, ZZ, and FD. So XX is the absence of final assessment. So if you, for example, you are 6 during the final assessment date, then you go to the clinic and you get MC. So if you have that MC, you will be given status XX. But if there is no prescription from the doctors or MC from the doctors, and you're just absent from the final examination or assessment, you'll be given YY, and then you'll be given ZZ, which is will be barred from taking the final assessment of the final examination. And FD, if you are you have a disciplinary action. Okay, for YY, ZZ, your grade will be given is 0. So it will badly affect your CGPA calculation. So please be aware of this. Avoid from getting YY or ZZ. Okay, and then if you have YY, ZZ, and FD, you will be barred from sitting the final special examination. You cannot sit for special examination. Normally you will be in final semester lah if you are upon graduating. So next is what are the award and criteria that you can aim for. So that don't just go to the class and then get results and then just graduate as a normal graduation. So try to get more than a normal graduation. So what are this is the award and criteria that you can aim for. So because all this will be stated, or you can get extra certificate once for achieving this award. So what are the awards? You can get a GOT, graduate on time, if you completed your study according to study plan. So, and then try to target for a faculty postgraduate award, which is your GPA for every semester, for each semester is 3.75 and above. For other courses, except for dentistry program, so you need to obtain at least A in any one of professional examination. So try to aim for this APF for every semester, but provided that you are never been indicted with any disciplinary action. And then if you cannot achieve your APF during first semester and second semester, so try to target for TS, which is completed with certificate. What does it mean? Is you completed your study according to the study plan and obtain APF in the final semester. So at least you can get 2 certificates, which is one is APF and another one you get is the TS, completed with certificate. So how many certificates that you got? GOT, APF, and TS. 3 certificates. So and then you can also aim for the Excellent Master Award, but this is the criteria, which is you completed your study according to the study plan. You need to receive APF for every semester. Of course, you do not repeat any course. Do not receive any TL, which is incomplete, or obtain in PG. PG means you are not using the deferment option. You not apply for deferment, and not been indicted for any disciplinary action. So, but this one is the award that every master student, especially every coursework student, should targeted for. So next is the Excellent Research Award, but this one normally focus with for mixed-mode student. Yeah, you need to complete your study according to the study plan. Your dissertation subject or dissertation course need to get A for that, and then publish research finding as a main author. That's the main criteria. You need to be a main author, and then need to be published in at least 1 index journal for master or 2 index journal for bachelor degree student. And you need to also has presented research finding in college, faculty, or academic center, or in branch. So at least 1 for master student, 2 for doctoral student, and not being indicted for any disciplinary action. So that is for research award. So the higher category or the highest award that you can aim for is the Anugerah Sarjana Cemerlang Tuanku Chancellor OASCTC. Okay, this criteria is awarded for master degree student, which is applicable to research and mixed mode student only. So coursework, you are not entitled to apply for this award. And then you need to compete with GOT, get at least A in dissertation, not being indicted in any disciplinary action. And there's a few specific criteria, which is presented 1 conference recognized by UITN, publish at least 2 index journal, okay? And then fulfill at least 1 of these 4 criteria during the study, or which is either you have a proven commercialization, research output, or has received recognition or award from creative artwork. If you have filed a patent or copyright, or you have received recognition in innovation competition. But normally it will be much easier for you can target for number 3 and number 4. So you can go for innovation award or presentation as much to be much easier. And then number D, the specific criteria is produce impactful research to the community, and there is an interview for the ASC PC. This is for master, and for PhD there is AKCPC, Anugerah Kedokteran Cemerlang, Tuanku Chancellor. The general criteria is the same. The only difference for specific criteria is for A and B, which is presented at least 2 index conference recognized by UITM and 3 index journal recognized journal by UITM. And the other criteria is the same. You also need to pass the interview. So later on, for example, you are not satisfied with your result, you can make an appeal for remarking the final examination, final assessment, dissertation, or thesis. So the appeal of remarking can only be made for a final component of the final examination or assessment. But the continuous assessment, which is the mark that you get before the examination, is not allowed to be appealed. And then you can also appeal for continuation or extension of study, which is must be submitted 14 days. Okay, please bear in mind that after 2 weeks after the examination result, there's a lot of there's a windows, and there's a windows for application, for application for remarking, application for continuation of study, and I think most of the application is open during this window. But please don't forget this timeline, which is 2 weeks after the examination result is announced. Because late application or late submission will not be processed. That means your application for continuation of study will be processed next semester. So for current semester, that you will not allowed to. I mean, you will be dismissed lah. And then you can only apply for continuation or extension of study once throughout the duration of study. Okay, and for academic conferment, in order for you to be conferred master or PhD, you need to achieve minimum CGPA of 3.0 and above, and minimum B in all courses, and comply with all university requirements, and it needs to be endorsed by Senate. And lastly is the official transcript. Official academic transcript will be issued by the Students Record and Communication Department. So if, for example, you have been dismissed from the university at semester 4, so you are not allowed to apply for academic transcript, for example, if you have been dismissed. So that's all from coursework and mixed-mode units. Thank you. I wish you all the best for your master's and PhD journey. So I hope you can complete your master and PhD within with GOT. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Khairul. A very insightful presentation indeed. I hope all of you are enjoying this session so far. Next, we will continue with Surveyor Dr. Siti Mazwana Shamsuddin, Head of Academic Development, Resources and Students, IPSIS, to have few words about academic development, resources, and students. Over to you, Doctor.
Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum. Can you see my slides?
Yes, you can see a slide.
Okay, I am Dr. Siti Mazwana. You can call me Dr. Maz. I'm the head of postgraduate studies for academic development, resources and students for IPSIS UITM. Okay, this is my department, academic development, resources and student unit, led by me and assisted by senior assistant registrar, Madam Zuraini Muhammad Idris, one executive officer, Puan Nurul Akmal Abdul Rahim, and one clerk, Puan Kuzaimah A. Rahman. So feel free to contact us any matters related to academic seminars, resources, and other students related matters. Okay. So what we can do for you? Okay, in PASP, what my department being called is PASP. We provide you a research skill seminars, research enhancement skill seminars, as well as live webinar series. A part of providing seminars, we have other things that we can provide you. So let's go one by one. Okay, for research skill seminars, there are 8 modules for you to participate, for you to learn. We are using Microsoft Teams. This time we are using Microsoft Teams, and you can register starting from today until 5th of April. It's open for 300 participants per cluster. So 600 students for 2 clusters, which is science and technology, as well as social science and business management cluster. So these are the modules that you need to learn, starting from your research journey to SGOT until the publication in a scientific journal. So informations about registration, I've passed all the information to the head of postgraduate studies of your faculties. Kindly liaise with them. You need to fill in the Google form for you to register for the IPSIS research seminar skills for cycle 2 2022. Okay. And we have research enhancement seminar, whereby this IPSIS research skill seminar is compulsory to all research students for masters and for PhD students. Okay, so it is compulsory. And for research enhancement seminar, this is not a compulsory seminar where you can join it freely at your free time. If you want to join, we use Google Classroom. Kindly contact my department and we will give you the class code. Okay, in this seminar, we provide a pre-recorded video about proposal writing, about how to use Mendeley, the writing skills, as well as formatting your thesis in Word style, as well as surviving your Viva, tips to survive your Viva. Okay, this is research enhancement seminar. And we have a postgraduate training in innovation and entrepreneurship exploration, or we call it TIE Square. TIE Square is a third party or run by MASMED, which is Akademi Pembangunan PKS and Keusahawanan Malaysia. It's one unit of UITM, and you need to go to their website, masmed.uitm.edu.my, and find out this portal, and you can register by click apply here. Choose your session and click apply. So everything related to TIE Square, MASMED will liaise directly to the students, with the students. Okay? And apart of the 3 seminars we have, we also provide you an IPSIS webinar series. Normally we have up to 5 seminars every semester, covering about, as you can see here, these are the posters for past seminars. We covered on 25 common PhD Viva Voce, proven ways to go for GOT, research ethics. We cover a lot of topics, and this semester you can refer to the schedule. I'll show you later on what topic that we cover for this semester. Okay. And for financial support, IPSIS have three kinds of financial support for students, especially for postgraduate students. We have General Support Fund, we have Conference Support Fund, as well as we have UITM Postgraduate Teaching Assistance Scheme. Okay, let's go one by one. For General Support Fund, the criteria or the terms and conditions for you to apply, you need to be an active, a full-time student, active full-time students, and master by research, and PhD in any mode, meaning that those eligible for masters is for only master by research students. Okay, for PhD in any mode, you can apply for General Support Fund and not receive any sponsorship, any scholarship, or any kind of financial support. However, if you receive PTPTN or my PhD with no no portion for to pay for your journal publication, you can liaise with us. We can help you to apply. Okay, and for public and private staff, you are not in a full pay study leave. Okay, so the publication must be published and accepted in Scopus, WOS, ERA, MySite Index Journal. So these are the general criteria for General Support Fund. Okay, how much you can get? You can get up to 1,500 ringgit for journal. This is including the publication and proofreading fees. Okay, how you can apply? You can download the form from IPSIS website and you can submit together with all the documents listed below, which is journal brochure, the acceptance letter, the proof of journal indexing, as well as paper ready for publication. And email to us, pasp@uitm.edu.my. Okay, however, please bear in mind, the General Support Fund is a reimbursement basis, which is you need to pay first, then claim. Okay, so it's a reimbursement basis where you need to apply for approval first, get approved, you pay for the publication, publish, and then you can claim. Okay, how you can claim? Submit a journal report form within 14 days of publication, and then together with the original copy of relevant receipts and a copy of approval letter that you obtained before, then we will pay you a 1,500 ringgit maximum. Okay. And we have one more fund, which is Conference Support Fund. This is for active and full-time students. All modes studies are welcome. This is for master and for PhD as well, any mode. Okay, but you need to present a full paper only, not poster, full paper only at index conference. Index conference is either is Scopus, either is WOS, ERA, MySite. Okay, and you cannot receive any scholarships or sponsorships, same as General Support Fund, and not in full pay study leave. Then you are eligible for Conference Support Fund. How much we can pay you? For master student, only one paper presentation. You need to choose whether you want to present it locally or abroad. And for PhD students, there are two chances, two conference, which is one local or one abroad, one local and one abroad, or two locals conference. Okay. For local conference, we pay you up to 1,000 ringgit, and for international conference, 1,500 ringgit. Okay. And how to apply for Conference Support Fund? It is pay and claim, the same concept as General Support Fund. You need to get the form from IPSIS website, then send to us, fill in the form, send to us with supporting documents. You have to give us your conference brochure, your acceptance letters from the organizer, paper to be presented, and proof of indexing. Then submit application 1 month before the conference date. 1 month before the conference date. Then you can get the approval letter, and this approval letter will be used later when you want to claim. After get the approval, you attend the conference and then you can claim whatever expenses up to 1,000 ringgit or 1,500 ringgit. Okay, so you just need to send us an original copy of relevant receipts, a copy of approval letter from IPSIS that you obtain here, and a copy of attendance certificate. Then you will get paid. Okay. And another financial assistance that we can offer you is UITM Postgraduate Teaching Assistance, or we call it UPTA. UPTA is designed to provide opportunities for PG students to develop scholarship through development of professional skills with working experience as a teaching assistant. But you can act as tutor, demonstrator in conducting practical classes, tutorials, or studio or laboratory. Okay, you can also assist preparing teaching material for blended learning, and you can you can help your supervisors or your faculties in organizing workshops, seminars for undergraduates and master students. You are not allowed to give full lecture or be a replacement of your supervisor as a lecturer. You are not allowed to do that. You can only act as tutor, demonstrator for classes, tutorials, or studio. Okay? How much we pay you? For UPTA, we pay you 25 ringgit per hour, where you can work 6 hours per week maximum. Okay, 6 hours per week maximum for 14 weeks only. Okay, for 14 weeks only. And application is open before the commencement of each semester. And UPTA scheme application can be made online via our website. And those selected students of UPTA will be made by the faculty, and the offer letter will be issued by IPSIS. So how you want to know whether you are eligible for UPTA or not? You have to be a full-time master's or PhD degree students in UITM, does not receive any financial assistance or scholarships, and have a recognized bachelor's degree with a with a GPA of 3 points for the master's program by coursework. So minimum qualifications for graduate programs by research and doctoral program is depend on decision made by the faculty and meet the selection criteria set by each faculty. Okay. And for scholarships, UITM offer one scholarship which is organized or handled by UITM itself. We call it UITM Endowment Scholarship, where you can browse this address, endowment.uitm.edu.my. It open annually once, okay, one time in a year. Then if it's open, all students are eligible to apply, subjected to the terms and conditions. Okay, feel free to browse the website for more information about the scholarships. We do offer another financial assistance, such as graduate research assistant. So for graduate research assistant, kindly visit our website. We have a list of potential supervisors or potential field for students to be a graduate research assistant. You will be paid by the grant obtained by the researcher, head researcher. So you can get paid about 1,500 to 1,800 per month. Okay. Besides the graduate research assistant, you can have more information about graduate research assistants from Research Management Center UITM from their website. Okay. Besides than that, Government of Malaysia also offering my master and my PhD, as well as PTPTN. And for international students, we have Malaysia International Scholarships, which opens annually. You can visit IPSIS website. In Financial Assistance tab, you can find more information about this MIS scholarship. Besides than that, we have Maybank Education Loan, we have Yayasan Bank Rakyat, as well as Majlis Amanah Rakyat. Okay. All the information about this financial assistance is accessible via our website, ipsis.uitm.edu.my. You just search for financial assistance. Okay, this is the postgraduate training calendar. It is available in IPSIS website, ipsis.uitm.edu.my. There are lists here, which is 15 training that we provide you this semester. Okay, we have IPSIS research skill seminars 3 times, in April, in June, as well as in August. And then we have IPSIS webinar series, 5 IPSIS webinar series. The topic covering from managing supervisors, about the successful stories, and then about research ethics, as well as our library session. Okay, and then we have research enhancement skill seminar. So you can plan when you want to join the seminar, and feel free to contact us if you have any queries pertaining to the training calendar. Okay. You can contact us via this email, pasp@uitm.edu.my. And with that, I thank you. Bye. Okay, Nurul, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Mazwana, for the word. Next, I would like to invite Head of Admission and Recruitment, Dr. Faiz Izwan Anwar, for admission and recruitment. Okay, Doctor, you may proceed now.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Salam sejahtera, and good afternoon, good morning, and wherever you are listening to this YouTube, I hope every one of you are in good health. Yeah? Can you see my slide? Full screen?
Yes, Doctor.
Boleh ya? Okay, good. All right, so my session wouldn't be that long and heavy of information, simply because I think most of the processes of admission has somehow been taken care of, since most of you are registered UITM postgraduate student. Yeah. So my department, the Department of Recruitment and Admission, are the forefront department that meets you and greet you with all the admission processes. And it's probably not too late for me to say welcome to UITM, to all new postgraduate students for the academic calendar of March 2022. On behalf of IPSIS, I think we are very grateful to have you on board in UITM. All of you have registered. Wherever you are listening on YouTube, I hope maybe we can somehow have a better opportunity to meet physically, hopefully by the next coming intake. Yeah, this coming intake is things are still in hybrid. We just successfully did the new postgraduate student registration via online, and I believe some of the classes that you're going to take will probably be in hybrid mode. Okay. Few agendas from myself, from the Department of Recruitment and Admission unit. I just wanted to somehow do a quick introduction, somehow glimpse every one of you to the university that you are currently enrolled. Okay, so welcome to UITM. UITM aspires to be one of the top globally renowned university by 2025. And your admission at UITM is perceived to be very important in realization of the aspiration to become the globally renowned university by 2025. So the postgraduate number is very important as it contributes to the ranking of UITM. We are currently ranked 651, and with your admission postgraduate studies in UITM, we hope that we can somehow have opportunity to be in the top 500 by 2025. And postgraduate studies are very important as it contributes to the QS World University Ranking. As of now, we have about 185,400 students enrolled in UITM, of which 943,000 have graduated. They are our alumni, close to 1 million. UITM is widely known as the largest public university. We have about 18,000 staff and offering 513 academic programs. And some of you might know, you all are the chosen one who somehow enrolled in UITM. We have somehow graduated about 32,000 postgraduate students, and the current enrollment of 10,555, where we have about 9,145 enrollment for local students and 1,410 enrollment for international students. And why enrollment is very important is because that is perhaps one of my KPI. In order to achieve the KPI of enrollment, we need your numbers. And all of you are the ambassador of UITM. And I hope wherever you are, regardless of the destination, maybe probably in China, somewhere in Middle East, maybe in Malaysia, you can be our ambassador to somehow spread good words about UITM and how excellent our postgraduate studies are, and maybe can earn some incentive that I'm probably going to share about it in the later slides. Okay. Like all of you have probably known, maybe some of you are listening from Kedah, some of you are listening from Perlis, Kelantan, Terengganu, Penang, Perak, even Malacca, Johor, Negeri Sembilan, Pahang, Sabah, Sarawak, or maybe in Selangor. Wherever you are, you have the opportunity to be a student in UITM and probably attract your friends to come to UITM. And we open our admission for research program and also by coursework program in selected state campuses. Altogether, we have 35 branch campuses, making UITM the largest public university in Malaysia. Okay, and some of you have somehow went through our virtual website. Due to the pandemic, we somehow resorted to having an online platform dedicated to assist students remotely by the comfort of your home to register and somehow to persuade your friends to come and have a vivid environment about UITM. We are the first public university to offer and have this kind of platform, and hopefully the platform will be used from time to time during the pandemic and probably after the endemic, which currently where we are in Malaysia right now on the 1st of April is not April Fool. We are going towards the endemic. Yeah. So hopefully this virtual platform can serve as a gateway to UITM. And some of you have registered during the online registration. Some of you have went through a tedious registration process. And my department, we hope to really use this website to be one of a one-stop center platform to assist in terms of all the needs, wants, and whatever difficulties, issues that you. Okay. And on our website, we have two dedicated websites, which is the virtual website, the IPSIS website, and also the study.uitm website as the main gateway. Okay. For IPSIS, and also I think for my department, I'm not going to go deeper in terms of what IPSIS, what are their roles. I think it has probably been covered by all the heads. And I'll try to introduce my staff in the recruitment and admission unit. We are probably the largest unit in IPSIS. I have under my supervision about 12 staff that handles all the admission and recruitment unit. Okay, this is IPSIS. You might not know, and some of you might be aware where we are at. We are located in Bangunan Sarjana. If you haven't, just Google the way and to our building. We just recently moved this building about 1 year ago, and we hope you can come by at level 4 and level 5 to get any assistance you might need. Okay, And this is my department. In this department, we have the recruitment and admission, led by myself, and I have two coordinators. Dr. Zurina Ismail is taking care of the admission, and chemist Dr. Hussein Hanibah is a coordinator for promotion and marketing. Yeah, and we are assisted by Puan Zuraini Muhammad Idris, who is the senior AR. You can always screenshot this and probably present and email us if you have any information or questions. Yeah, and we have one EO, Puan Nadiatul Indah. She's the one who sent all the offer letters. We have 4 clerks, Encik Amir, Puan Ruhaida, Siti Nurdini, and also Puan Salwani, who handles local and also international recruitment. And in my department, we have a dedicated center where we name it as One Stop Center, and their offices is at a level 4, and you can always drop by every business days from 8:30 to 4:30 every day to get assistance. Yeah, and we have 4 dedicated staff, Puan Zahrul Sami, who is the EO, Puan Siti Fatimah and Nurul Hidayah is the clerk, and also Mr. Faris as the driver. And some of you, the international students who are currently in Malaysia, who are probably abroad, they are the one who will probably assist you in terms of airport pickup, housing arrangement and assistance, and probably getting you from your quarantine place to your hostel or accommodation. Okay, and if you need any assistance regarding your student ID or any admission matters, you can always drop by our one-stop center. And the one-stop center is probably a center that we developed, aspire to provide excellent services. And please feel free to also, reach us virtually. You can always drop by physically, and always use our website, ipsis.uitm.edu.my, and also study.uitm.edu.my. We offer live chat services 5 days a week and probably 8 hours a day. And it's not handled by any bots or robots. It's a human handling all the requests. Okay, and everything is also handled by our one-stop center that answers all your live chat. And this live chat is offered every day from Monday to Friday, and probably is open during the registration week. And it is one of our way of somehow offering assistance to all the students. Okay, so feel free to use. How do you want to use it? Just simply go to our website, ipsis.uitm.edu.my, and just click on the bottom right here, Ipsis live chat, and put in your name, your email, and whatever concerns that you might have. Okay, and the next is probably the most important things. I would probably give you a quick reminder on how important it is for you to visit our website and probably download our academic calendar. And the academic calendar somehow illustrates all the important dates. What are the activities? What are the research registration activities, academic appeal activities, coursework research, the due date for the fees, and maybe some of you wanted to have your payment staggered. You can always apply for a staggered payment. And probably right now, the online application for the fee deferment is open. Okay, and we also covered mixed mode and also UITM UPTA activities. Okay, it's very important for you to download this calendar of academic calendar so that it can help you to somehow abide to a couple of important dates. And one of the incentive that we offer, this is currently not open for local students. This is probably open for international students. But if you are a local student wanting to refer an international student, you can also get some reward or incentive by connecting the next generation of students with UITM, especially international students. If you're a local student wanting to recommend an international student that you know to UITM, you will probably be rewarded as much as 900 per referral. So this can always be a good opportunity for you to gain some reward and probably some incentive by referring a student that you know, probably locally, international students who are residing locally to UiTM, and you will probably get rewarded 900 per referrals. And this can also be a good income for you as well. Okay, and then some seminars, probably I always get questions from our international students and local students. For PhD students, it's very important that you attend the compulsory attended seminar as presented by all the heads, especially Dr. Aman and Dr. Farhana, about the importance of enrolling for the compulsory attendance seminar, which is the IGS research skill. It used to be physically done. Right now, we offer it on online. Yeah, so it's probably a requisite for the DRP process. You can apply online at IPSIS website. And like was shown by Dr. Mazwana earlier on how important for you to apply for postgraduate training and innovation and entrepreneurship exploration, which is TIE Square, a 5-day seminar that you can register on the website. And it is very important for you to complete these 2 compulsory attended seminar before you do your DRP. Okay. And next would be a couple of important reminders. Refer and check your academic calendar. And probably some of you might not have read the postgraduate academic rules and regulation. It's very important for you to go through and understand them. And also pay your fees every semester according to the academic calendar time. Okay. And if you're interested to know more, you can always visit our website. Use our live chat. Our website is very dedicated. You can always get information on who to contact and how to contact us from this website. We can also answer your questions by filling up your live chat. So live chat service is open from 8:30 to 4:30 every day from Monday to Friday. Okay, and feel free to use our live chat. It's far better, faster rather than you call. Okay, and then that's probably from me. Very short and sweet. I really welcome every one of you to be a part of UiTM. Every one of you are chosen one. You are our ambassador. So please spread good words about how excellent our program is. And I hope you can have a good time in UiTM. And hopefully you'll probably meet, for those PhD students, you probably meet Yang di-Pertuan Agong during your convocation when you graduate. Because there are no other universities apart from UiTM that offers opportunity for you to have an eye-to-eye session with Yang di-Pertuan Agong rather than UiTM. So with that, thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can always ask slightly later. And you can always email me if you have any questions. Okay. So with that, thank you so much for listening. And again, welcome and congratulations on becoming a part of UiTM. All right. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing with us, Dr. Faiz. Support system is indeed a very important factor to succeed in your postgraduate journey. In UiTM, we have UiTM Postgrad Student Society, UIPS, to serve you as the support system in facilitating students' affairs from academic and non-academic perspective.
Nurul, Dr. Kalilah dulu, please.
Oh, sorry. So we will invite Dr. Kalilah. Over to you, Doctor.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. I am Dr. Kalilah. Yeah, I'm handling strategic plan and academic quality of IPSIS. Yeah, I would like to welcome you all. Yeah, and I would like to congratulate everyone to be part of UiTM members. Yeah, families. Okay. I think everyone already, have a view about the research, academic affairs, and a lot of information regarding on the process and procedure of postgraduate system in UiTM. So as my part, I just want to have touch a bit on this digital thesis submission, and this is only at the end of your journey, nearly end of your journey. Yeah. So as part of this process and procedure of digital thesis submission, this is actually after your complete your Viva examination, your Viva WOSE examination, yeah, maybe after 2 years or maybe after 3 years of your program, right? So you will go through this digital thesis submission process. Okay, so in this process we have 8 steps, right? The first one, right, after your Viva WOSE examination, and you already proceed your correction based on your examiner's comment, right? So you need to send to IPSIS, yeah, for the formatting, and before we endorse in Senate meeting, yeah, for your completed duration of your study. So basically in this step, you need to send your PDF, yeah, thesis in PDF form, as well as verification of thesis correction after Viva, and also Viva examination result, yeah, whether it's minor correction or major correction, with Viva correction or without Viva, yeah, re-Viva, right? So you need to submit those document to us, right? Through this thesis checking at uitm.edu.my, right? So we will, step 2, we will proceed with this format checking. It will be like approximately about 1 week, yeah, 1 week of this thesis correction, yeah. Basically some people, they have like only one time formatting, they will go through another step, and another person maybe they need a few times, yeah, to have this correction. So this format checking, after complete this step, we will once we receive, we will give the approval letter, right? Approval letter, and then the final 4th step, after everything being corrected accordingly, so we will send you an what we call it, approval letter, yeah, for you to submit your final digital thesis, yeah, and we will put your name in the list of Senate, yeah, Senate to be endorsed. So that one will be stage 5, yeah, update the Senate list. Then after that we will get into the Senate endorsement, right? Step 6, and then after the endorsement by Senate, then student will get a student completion letter, all right, through email and also through our system eLegend, and then that's all. Then you already end of story of your study duration. And for us, we will submit your thesis, the PDF, the final one, to our library, thesis copy for library, and it will be displayed to library. That was the final stage. So your stage will be step 1 and step 4, right? The purple color, and we will do the rest. Yeah, this actually this digital thesis submission it will help you to speed up your process of graduation. Yeah, so basically it will help a lot in order to reduce the duration. But the story is you need to have a Viva examination first before we proceed with the digital thesis submission. Yeah, I think that's all from me. On my part, I get for PSK for the strategy, we have only 2 staff, me and myself, and also one myself is Sarbila. So you will meet her for the thesis format checking at the end of your program, your duration program. Yeah. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much.
I am very sorry for the technical matters just now. For record, Professor Dr. Khalila Abdul Khalil is our strategic planning, head of strategic planning and academic quality. Support system is indeed a very important factor to succeed in your postgraduate journey. In UITM, we have UITM Postgraduate Student Society, UIPS, to serve you as a support system in facilitating students' affairs from academic and non-academic perspective. Without further ado, I would like to invite the Honorable Dr. Fatima Sabrina, the President of UIPS, to deliver her briefing on UIPS. Over to you, Dr. Fatima.
Thank you, Puan Nurul Akmal. Okay, can see my slides, right? Can you see my slides? How about now?
Yes, Sabrina.
All right. Thank you so much for inviting me today. So, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. I am Dr. Fatima Sabrina binti Muhammad. Just call me Sabrina. The doctor in front is not, I'm a staff of the UITM. I'm the student of UITM. I'm just a medical doctor. So just call me Sabrina. So today I would like to present regarding the UITM Postgraduate Society, or we also known as UIPS. This is the Postgraduate Students Society. Yeah. So first of all, this is our committee member. So this is Surveyor Dr. Siti Mazwana Shamsuddin. She is our advisor since 2020 up to today. So this is our committee member. For the presidential lineup, it would be the president would be me, Sabrina. I'm a master's student from the Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies. So my vice president one is Muhammad Rizman bin Sultan Muhammad, is our PhD student from School of Electrical Engineering. And our vice president two is Muhammad Fariduddin Akhtar bin Muhammad Noor. He's a PhD student from the Arshad Ayub Graduate Business School. Okay, this is our UITM Postgraduate Society for the 2 years. So we have 13 committee members. Actually, some of them, they are new joining us. And then if you can see here from the right side is Muhammad Rizman, as I mentioned just now, our Vice President 1 and also Vice President 2 would be Muhammad Farid. Miss Anita is our secretary. She's a international student from the Indonesia. So she's normally will be handling for all the meetings, minutes, and so on. So also we have several exco. You can see here on the left-hand side is Engineer Nur Ainul, Mr. Akram, Madam Fadila, Mr. Muhammad Haziq, Miss Iza, and also Mr. Abdul Malik. So all these exco, they have their own rules. So if you want anything like, for example, industrial engagement, you can reach to our exco such as Madam Nur Ainul. For the student affair, you can reach to our exco, which is Mr. Akram. If you have anything, concern, needs, or any difficulties that you have faced as a student, you can reach to all of us. So our society actually, it was established in year 2006. Initially, it was 30 master degrees with and PhD students. Over the years, if you notice just now, our Dr. Faiz already said is about enrollment in total is about 10,555, and the total new students, like our dean said just now, is 1,535. So we expand throughout the years, and then with the team of together we strive towards excellence. So it holds a significant element towards the success of research quality for the benefit of the nation and also the society. So as in this year, 2020, UIPS comprises 13 committee members from different faculties, cultures, and areas of expertise, with the sole purpose to cater the specific needs of the society's operation. So it means we are welcome you as all the Malaysian student, international student to join us, to be the committee members. So if you can notice, on the edge of my slides, there is a QR code. So that code you can snapshot, and also you can scan that how you want to join us, that is the place. You can also reach to our Telegram, our Facebook, also our Instagram. So this is the motto and visions, which together we strive towards excellence. Also our vision to become the support system for to encourage the research quality and professionalism among UiTM postgraduate students. So our mission to be a social networking, to increase our social networking, for the skills to develop postgraduate students throughout the classes, workshop, and also the trainings. This is the platform for all the postgraduate students to provide and to share the ideas and the needs. And for the research cultures, to support Institute of Integrated Studies on promoting research culture among students in the postgraduate particularly. Our function to become a medium for communication and discussion for all the members from all the different faculties, to establish a structured body which organize various programs and also courses to enhance social skills for postgraduate students, and to introduce the platform to defend student rights for postgraduate students in a proper manner. So all the ways, actually, for the past 2 years, actually, we have a lot of activities in our UIPS committee members. This is several of it. There is a lot of it, but I couldn't list all of it here. So please join us in our QR codes there. You can see all the updates from us. So this one is, you can see our IG content, our RTM interview. We also have the Lab Praktek Tarik session. We also have the up close with the Dean, also webinars and entrepreneurship talk series. Also all the Instagram's live and interactive session. We have a lot of programs, as well as you can see here, we also are selling all the UIPS merchandise. We have t-shirts, we have face masks, we have lanyards, and we have now we are in discussion regarding the design for the marks as well as the books. So you can reach to us how to buy, and please support us for this. Yeah. So yeah, this is the tentative program for your UIPS for the next 2 years, whereby we can we have the Amal Cell, we will have the bowling championship. We also have the postgraduate appreciation nights, cultural festivals, industrial engagement. Also, we have all these leadership skills talk with the ministry. We will have the internationalization program. So career seminars. Also, we have the symposium announcement. We have the virtual debates series, academic visits, and also all the communication plans. Also, we have a lot of programs which this is the tentative programs, and all the updates we will update in our social media. So guys, we need you, so come and join us. This is our QR code. You just go and scan and you can join us. We are welcome all of you. So with that, happy and prosperous Ramadan to all of you. So thank you for inviting me. Assalamualaikum. Over to you, Puan Nurul.
Thank you for the insights, Dr. Fatima Sabrina. Okay, students, our final speakers from UiTM Library, Perpustakaan Tun Abdul Razak Peter, Mr. Muhammad Hazrul, Muhammad Hussein, the Peter representative. Okay, Mr. Hazrul, you can start now.
Okay, thank you, Puan Nurul. I would like to thank as well the organizer for inviting me on today's session. And I would like to welcome all of you to our virtual library orientation. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Hazrul Muhammad Hussein, a senior librarian in Tun Abdul Razak Library. Okay, so for those of you who is watching, sorry, excuse me for a while. Okay, so I don't have any slides with me. Okay, so I'll be showing you a live session on our portal. How can you access our resources? Okay, mainly our digital resources, right? So let me share my screen for a while. So throughout this session, I don't expect for you to understand everything, since there's a lot of things that you need to digest. So okay, so, but don't worry, right? So we have our other platforms that you can ask. Okay. So, okay, in order for you to access most of our digital services as well as our digital resources, okay, simply type in library.uitm.edu.my. Okay, hopefully you guys can see my screen. So as you can see from the screen, this is our main portal. Okay, this is our main portal. And if you scroll down, you will see there will be three tabs over here. There will be our collections, our services, and as well as our opening hours. Okay, so I will get back to that later on. And oh, sorry. Okay, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see all the latest happenings and events in Tun Abdul Razak Library. Okay, so any new services, any new online databases that we offer, we will publish it here. Okay, so you guys can explore later on. Okay, if you need to see more, you can simply click the button here. And then if you scroll down a little bit, this is our massive open online courses, or simply we call it as MOOCs. This is a simple online learning courses that you can enroll yourself on how to use our ebook, on how to use our online databases and so on. Right? You get to click more to see other online learning courses. Okay, so this would be our physical spaces. I understand that some of you will not be physically here in your ITM, okay, but maybe some of you get the chance to come physically in your ITM, so you can check out our physical spaces. Currently in Shah Alam, in the main UITM campus, we have 5 libraries available. The first one would be the main library, Tun Abdul Razak Library 1, okay, or simply we call it as PITA 1, PITA 1. So which are where I am now. And then we have our faculties library, the law library, we have our built environment library, we have our engineering library, as well as science and technology library. So you as a student, if let's say you have, if you are physically here, you get to use all our resources in all those library that I mentioned. Okay. Okay, and then we have our library publication, a simple publication that you can check out later on. And then if you need to have, if let's say you browse our portal and you think that it is not friendly enough, it's not user friendly enough for you to to check out our portal and so on, so you can submit your feedback through here. And last but not least, this would be the fact sheet, the facts and figures. Currently, we have a total number of 2.5 million physical resources. Okay, this would be the physical resources, and then we have 11,000 total seating capacity, and we also have 39 libraries throughout all over UITM in Malaysia. Okay, so in case that you are wondering, if let's say I am in other states, let's say I am in Kelantan, okay, will I get to use the library, one of the branch library in Kelantan? Yes. Okay, you as a student, you can visit any branch, you can use the facilities over there as well as the library facilities. Okay, and then last but not least, the online databases. Currently, we subscribe to 25 online databases. Okay, so let's get back to this section here. All right, so I'll be going over the hour services for a while. Okay, mostly in our services, we provide digital services, right? We have our own OPAC, or online public access catalog, whereby if you need to access our physical collections, you get to use this OPAC, right? And we have our My Knowledge Management portal. This is a personalized portal, which I will show you later on. And then we also have our own library mobile app. Okay, so it will be an ease for you to search most of our digital services, digital contents, and so on using only your phone, right? Because most of the time, 24/7, we have phones in our hands, okay, as compared to laptops and as well as PCs. So that's why I encourage you to download our mobile app. It will be easier, much easier for you to access our digital services and digital resources. Okay, so you can find it in Apple App Store, you can find it in Google Play Store, and as well as Petal Search if you are using Huawei. Okay, you need to click on this page and then you get to see the overview of the app. Okay, so the name of the app would be UITM Digital Library. right? So this is the interface, some of the interface that you can see from the posters. Okay, if you need to download it, you can simply click at this link, given link. Okay, so if you're using Apple, you can download from Apple App Store. If you're using Google Android, you can download from Google Play. And if you're using Huawei, you can download from Battle Search. Okay, let's get back. Hold on. Okay, so next we have our information literacy class. Okay, we do conduct an information literacy class. Okay, currently we have 11 modules for you to choose from. All right, so currently what I'm teaching you is just a basic, brief introduction to our library resources as well as library system. Okay, so as you can see that we cover from the most basic module until advanced module. Okay, so we have 11 modules for you to choose from, and it is free. Okay, you can apply for me, I think for you guys, it will be best for you to apply for online databases for literature first. And then later on, we move on to advanced literature search, either Scopus or Web of Science. Then later we move on to EndNote, Mendeley, and so on. Okay, so each of these class I will conduct for about 1 or 2 hours. Normally it will be 2 hours. Okay, so and then I will not combine most of these classes. Okay, you have to apply for these classes one by one. Okay, so let's say how can you apply? Okay, or maybe you'll be asking what will be I teaching on that particular module? Okay, if you need to see the overview, the module overview, you can simply go to this section here, the class module. Okay, so let's say you click on the module number 3, the online databases for literature. So in this module, I'll be teaching on the simple searching strategy that you can use, okay, so that it will help for you to get a better or relevant results, okay? And then some of the features that you can use. Okay, so mostly of this searching strategy that you can use it as well in other search engines. Okay, it is a universal searching technique, right? And then I will show you what online databases that you can use according to your subject matters or your program. All right. Okay, let's get back. Okay, so that's you can check out the other modules. Okay, other modules. What would be the overview? Okay, and then if let's say you think that you want to apply, you can simply click or log in through our system, our booking system. It's called EKKM, uitm.edu.my. Okay, just simply click on this link, and then it will redirect you to this page. Okay, and then you just simply click at this section here, the class booking. Right, and then you may need to enter your official UITM Gmail account. Right, so click in with your Google Gmail account. Okay, then it will redirect you to our PITA apps. Okay, this is a single sign-on page, meaning that once you have signed in to our the one that I showed you previously, okay, so you get to access most of these modules here without ever to sign in again. Okay, so again, if you need to sign in for the information literacy class, I need you to go to this section here under E, and then choose EKKM class booking. Okay, so as you can see from here that you can choose your modules here. Let's say you choose for online databases, right? And then after that, the number of students that will participate in the session. Okay, I suggest you choose only one, meaning that you choose only one representative to fill up this form. Okay, let's say you want to attend for 30 students. Okay, only one representative from that 30 students. Okay, he or she may need to apply for this session. Okay, only one person can apply for this session. Okay, as a representative for that 30 students. Okay, so we can conduct with a minimum of 3 students. Okay, so sorry, for 5 students. Okay, 5 students and above. And then you can choose your class location. okay, and you just simply choose Perpustakaan Tun Abdul Razak, okay, and then your preferred date, and then the time of the class, and then mostly we will do it, this class, we will conduct this class through online. And then once you click on submit, then just wait within a day. Normally, I will give the approval on the set date that you have booked, and then later, maybe 2 days before the session, I will give you the link and for our online class. Okay. Okay, let's get back. That would be on our information literacy class. On this class, normally I will teach you for 2 hours, and it will be a thorough session. Okay. And then, like I mentioned earlier, since I'll be brief on our services, so you might not remember everything. So in case you have any inquiries or you have any question regarding library matters, you can simply use our chat with librarian. Okay, either you click here or you can see the bubble here. Okay, on the top, on the bottom left page. Okay, if you click this and then you need to enter your name, your email address, okay, your valid email address, okay, and then your phone number if you have one, and then you just simply enter your question, and then you can start a chat. Okay, normally there will be an officer to entertain you for live chat, but let's say if you want to, if you have any inquiries after working hours, okay, you can still use this live chat, and then it will straight go to our email. Okay, it will straight go to our email, and then we will try to respond back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so I would suggest for you to, if you need to ask using our live chat, it is only regarding library resources or library matters. Okay? So if you have any other inquiries on your ITM matters, maybe it's a bit hard for us to entertain on that matter since your ITM is big, and then sometimes maybe for a simple general question we can entertain. Okay, but I would prefer if you ask only on library matters. Okay. Next, what I want to show you is our library guide. Okay, simply click on this library guide. Okay, so this is a short video on how to, right? So we have, if let's say you need to use how to find ebook, okay, and then you get to access how to access online databases, how to find article, okay, how to access econ, how to install EndNote, and so on. Okay, so this is a simple video, sorry, excuse me. So this is a simple 2 to 3 minutes video. Okay, so in case if you have any inquiries, still you can use our live chat. Okay, let's get back. Okay, again in our main portal here. Okay, so let's say you want to access our digital collections, simply click at this tab here, our collections, and it will redirect you to this page. Okay, if you need to access our OPEC, whereby you can access for our physical collection, you can simply click at this button here. And if you need to access our digital collections, okay, simply scroll down a little bit, you get to see most of our digital collections available. All right. We have our online databases, we have our ebooks, institutional repository, research repository, open access, thesis, e-journal, local content hub, okay, article indexing, exam papers, Hazanah Melayu archives, e-gallery updates, and so on. Okay, so you can explore later on this matter. But if you need to go thorough on online databases, ebooks, open access, okay, I will teach you in one of my modules in our information literacy class. Okay, you can either choose the introduction to electronic resources, or you can either just choose the online database for literature. So I will be teaching on online database, ebooks, and as well as open access discovery. Okay. Okay, let's get back. Okay, so one more feature that I want to show you is we have our My Knowledge Management portal. Okay, so how can you access that? Okay, as you can see from the top right button here, top top right menu here, the MyKM, stated as MyKM, simply click that, and then it will redirect you to this page, right? So this is a personalized page, okay? And then in order for you to access, hold on for a while, okay? In order for you to access this page, you need to sign in with your Google account. Right? All right, once you have signed in to your Google account, hold on for a while. Sorry for the slow response. Okay. This is a My Knowledge Management portal. Okay, this portal is considered as a personalized portal. Okay, why? Because the one that, okay, sorry, excuse me, hold on for a while. Okay, excuse me. Sorry, yeah, for a while. I have an erratic behavior on my touchpad. Okay. Okay. So whatever that you see here from this page, it will be different from your page later on. Meaning that you can see from the facts and figures here, I have two new arrival books. I have 15,000 on recommended book readings. I have 39,000 on institutional repository. Okay, all of these numbers represent something. Okay, it represents for my subject matters, which would be the information resources. Okay, information resources. So if let's say you are from computer science, let's say you are from maybe from business or anything, the number displayed will be different from one program to another program. Okay, so in order for you to access all these resources, okay, just simply click at this section here, the My Resources. And then from here, let's say I click, okay, this is the new arrival section. Okay, from here you get to see what is the latest book according to my subject matters, which is this information resources. Okay, where can you access the resources? Okay, and then from the recommended readings, from the facts and figures, it displayed as 15,000 resources. So it will display here all those 15,000 resources. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, it will be different from one program to another program. Okay, and so on. So currently, especially for books, you cannot access through here. You can only see the details and the availability. Okay, but for ebooks or institutional repository, it will go straight into that page itself. Okay, you get to search for the material from the page itself. Okay. And then let's go back to my courseware. Okay, for this my courseware page, okay, it will be different from mine since I am a staff. So the view would be different if you are a student. Okay, so currently I have to choose my program and the course. All right, let's say I'm choosing my, okay, let's say this is me. Click on search, sorry, I have to choose a course. Okay, so this would be all the courses for under my program. Okay. And then I click on search. Okay. Once I have chosen the course just now, then it will list out the reading list that I can refer to according through for my courses, the management of internet information sources and services. Okay, so you get to see all the books related to your courses. Okay. All right, so let's go next to, we have our digital ID as well. Okay, simply click on digital ID. Let's say you are, let's say you get to come to the library physically, okay, but you did not bring your student ID card. You can use our digital ID. You can access from this digital ID. Okay, you need to have your ID card with you, since if you do not have the ID card, you cannot enter the library, since we are using an automated gate to enter, for you to enter. If you do not have your physical card, you can always use your digital card. Okay, again, that's why I said it is best for you to download our UITM Digital Library app. Okay, so it will be an ease for you to access all those digital cards and so on. Okay, so I may need to go to this section here. Oh, sorry. Okay, through this my knowledge management portal, okay, this is a single sign-on page as well. Okay, you get to access most of our contents, digital contents, the ebooks, the online databases, the exam papers, and so on directly without ever have to log in again. Okay, and then let's say if you need to access our thesis, okay, just simply click on this detail section here. Okay, so from this section, I need you to read the terms and condition. Okay, click on I accept and click on submit. Okay, and then you can choose your thesis according to your faculty. Let's say if you are from the Faculty of Accountancy, just click on search. And then you get to see all the list of thesis, postgraduate thesis, okay, dissertation or thesis. And then you get to download this thesis from here. Okay, download thesis, as you can see from this icon here. Okay, you get to download the whole full text. Okay, so currently this is an ongoing process, meaning that there are still theses which we haven't digitized yet. If let's say you do your searching through our our institutional repository later on, if you see any thesis, and then if you click on the thesis and the title is not in full text, yeah, you can always email to us. You can always inform us so that later we will try to speed up the process on that particular title. And then once it has been digitized, and we will upload it inside this MyKM page, and then we will inform you once it is ready for you to access the full text thesis or dissertations. Okay, so let me click on this thesis. Okay, so this is a full text thesis that you can access to. Okay, all right, let's get back. So currently these features only available for postgraduate students. Okay, only for postgraduate students. For undergraduates, they still have to come physically to the library. Okay, I think with that, I will end my session here. Again, if you have any question to ask, you can simply use our chat with librarian. Okay, the one that I showed you. As you can see, the bubble here. Okay, you can simply ask anything on library matters. So again, thank you, IPSIS. Thank you to all the students, and good luck for your new beginning. Okay, so for that, I will end my session here. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me stop.
Thank you very much for sharing the valuable information, Mr. Hazrul. And now, students, we are in the Q&A session. I will open one question. Question 1. What if I have a supervisor from a different university? How do I add in the system? Perhaps Dr. Aman can answer the questions. I'll proceed to second questions. Maybe Dr. Cairo can answer these questions. Can research student register a course not related to their field? If can, how to do that? Is Dr. Cairo available?
Again, sorry, again tadi apa soalan dia?
Can research student register a course not related to their field? If can, how to do that?
Yes, you can register a subject which is it is called as an audit course. You can take any course, but in order for that course to be appear in your transcript, you need to apply for register for the course at the faculty. That course is called as audit course.
Thank you, Dr. Carol.
Okay.
We move to the third questions. It's part-time student and master of research, but I'm not able to view the bill. Perhaps this is for academic. Can Dr. Siti Farhana answer it?
Yes, Nurul, can you repeat the question, please?
Part-time student and master of research, but I am not able to view the bill. I think she or he cannot view the academic fees.
Ask her to contact Asmiza. Okay, we need her student ID and to see whether this is for international or local student.
Okay, doctor. Thank you, doctor. Okay. Next question will be, it is in BM. So I will read in BM. Okay. Bila open and close update for credit transfer. 14 days started from bila, ya? Sebab briefing baru hari ni.
14 hari daripada tarikh mendaftar. So kita mendaftar you mendaftar hari tu berapa hari bulan sebagai pelajar baru, kita tutup hari tu 27 Mac, kan, kelas bermula pada 28, so kita ambil daripada tarikh akhir mendaftar 27 Mac, 14 hari daripada 27 Mac. Tapi untuk proses tu, mohon jumpa dengan KPPS kerana ada kesetaraan yang kita perlu lihat daripada kursus yang telah diambil dengan kursus yang baru yang you nak minta pengecualian tersebut. So dia ada perlu 80% kesetaraan daripada subjek yang lama dengan subjek yang baru.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Soalan the next question is there any scholarship available for master part-time?
I'm sorry, unfortunately, we don't have any scholarship for part-time student. However, kita ada financial aid, information di website IPSIS. So mohon untuk pelajar tengok di bawah financial aid. Okay, Nurul.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you. All right. We move to the next question. May I know, is there any alternative for part-time students for financial assistance if, let's say, the students also not working?
Dr. Mas boleh jawab kot yang ni?
Nurul, ulang Nurul.
May I know, is there any alternative for part-time students for financial assistance if, let's say, the students is not working?
Actually, all the assistance is created or designed for full-time students, but since you are not working, it is advisable for you to change to a part-time to a full-time student mode. then you can enjoy a lot of assistance from any sorts of assistance that we being offered. However, please contact me at pasp@uitm.edu.my. Perhaps we can discuss more, and or you can email me first, then let's see if what can I help from there. Okay, email pasp@uitm.edu.my. Okay.
Okay, doctor, thank you. Okay, this will be last question if I'm not mistaken, because I'm reviewing the questions. Okay, this the last. I want to ask for GRA students, is there any way for us to obtain teaching experience, like become a tutor, or is there any other suggestion since we couldn't apply for UPTA? Dr. Mas can answer this.
Actually, UPTA is not that you obtain a teaching experience. You can't teach. You are just a tutor who help your supervisor to conduct or to handle the tutorial or the lab works. You can I can say that it's not the UPTA is not for teaching. It's for helping navigate the classes, or not even giving lecture. You can't give lectures. You just assist the lecturers. Lecturer will be there. You are the assistant. So I cannot say that you can obtain a teaching experience from UPTA. That's not the purpose. Okay. Actually, it's for you to gain experience, or to just as an assistant which can help the supervisors conducting the labs, as I said before, labs, tutorials, but you cannot give lectures. So I cannot say that it is for teaching experience. Sorry. Okay, is it clear?
I hope the answer is clear for the students. Okay, I guess that is the last question, and we can wrap up. If there's more questions from the floor, you can always browse to our website, ipsis.uitm.edu.my, and you can also go through our live chat, and you can ask from the faculty. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please fill the survey form by scanning the QR code on the screen. The attendance of the briefing session can be retrieved from the link provided on the YouTube channel. Your valuable responses are important to us. We have come to the end of our briefing session. We hope it has been educational for everyone, and the information gained from today's visit would benefit you all. We wish you all the best and see you next time. Thank you.
you.